Hi, I'm Sam here at Rickshan's Pianos with a especially beautiful Yamaha U1. This was made in 1978 in Hamamatsu, Japan, and it's a very common piano model. Standard issue, 48-inch upright, institutional case, polished ebony. Looks just like a lot of the rest of our inventory, but I played a piece I don't usually play on this model because I thought this piano had well, it exceeded my expectations for what this model would be capable of. It's an upright piano, but it's not a full-size upright piano. But I was amazed at how subtle this piano is and how much dynamic range it had. The range of musical colors from sort of an intense bright to a super dark, warm, mellow sound. Generally, the smaller a piano, the less likely it is to have that range. And although, in my opinion, Yamaha does an excellent job designing their smaller pianos to have as much range as possible from a small size piano, they are still, on average, noticeably limited compared to a larger piano, as you might expect. Which is why this piano so pleasantly surprised me. I honestly didn't think it would play so well and have such a wide range of sound and just subtle controllability, but this piano really, definitely one of the best Yamaha U1s I've played in quite a while, and very pleased with it. And it would be a piano I wouldn't mind having on to practice on at home if I didn't already have an upright. So, really beautiful piano. Prepared beautifully by my colleague, Melvin, who polished it. Really very good looking case. In good condition. It's not been abused by its previous owner, so it's a nice piece of contemporary furniture in addition to being a nice musical instrument. It's been regulated, super smooth, responsive regulation. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. And it's an example why teachers are so comfortable recommending Yamaha uprights in general to their students. They know that they're very consistently made, which helps us technicians. We get consistent results when we regulate them and work on them. And they also know they're consistent across the keyboard, a nice smooth transition from low to bass, higher treble tone quality, and the whole resistance in the keys is very even, and the whole course of the key going up and down is smooth, so you're not sort of hindered by any interruptions in the key or just inconsistencies. It's really, we get very good results on Yamahas, and I'm very pleased, more than I would normally be, with how this particular Yamaha U1 turned out. Accordingly, I can rate the tone of 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. I was able to get a very intense, piercing sound playing loudly, and really bring out individual voices of the music, which is something I always try to look for in a piano if I'm testing it out. To see if it's to my own taste. I'll play music like that to really test the piano and see how capable of it is. This piano was really good at it, helping me to bring out those voices and subordinate everything else, make the accompanying notes sound softer. So this piano had that, and accordingly, playing the accompanying notes very softly was very much possible and made easy by how smooth and responsive the touch is. So doing that, I was able to get a very dark, warm sound out of it. When it could go bright or mellow, depending on how you play it, I give it the neutral rating of a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. But please note on this piano, it does have a remarkably wide dynamic range, centered on that neutral tick mark of 5 on our scale. It can really go either way depending on how you play it, and by quite a bit. And touch, likewise neutral, very agreeable. I've already talked a lot about how responsive and smooth it is. The amount of resistance in the keys is not particularly much or too little. It's a very neutral, even, agreeable touch with an average amount of resistance in the keys, and accordingly a piano I'd recommend for a student who maybe hasn't been recommended to find a particular type of touch otherwise. or if you just don't know exactly what you're looking for in a piano, I recommend 5 and 5 tone and touch pianos in our inventory in general, because they're just a nice, happy place to begin with, medium place. So, really quite a pleasure to play. I can mention it also has, as you might expect, a middle pedal practice mute. Works as usual. Press it down, move it to the left. Curtain of felt goes between the hammers and the strings. And you can play very quietly whenever you need to. And of course, like everything else we sell, it has a 10-year warranty on all parts and labor and 100% lifetime trade-in guarantee. Just make sure it's in tune twice a year and kept in a moderate stable humidity condition. And if you wish, you can trade this piano in for precisely its instrument sales price. That applies to anything else we sell, by the way. Although I can't imagine you wanting to give this up anytime soon. It's such a nice piano. The logical upgrade, in my opinion, after this would be a Yamaha Grand, something that was designed to have more musical capability. But rest assured, Yamahas are workhorses. They are easy to service, and we get good results servicing them when we need to service them, as I mentioned earlier. So as long as you take good care of this piano, you can expect many more decades of life out of it. So, really nice piano. Please come by and play it for yourself. I think you'll be quite impressed, as I am. You can play this piano or anything else in our inventory, but if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call, or you can send us an email if you have any questions.